Hey guys, this is Brittbratt coming at you on Friday, June 3rd, 2016, and it is a gorgeous Friday, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekends. I know a lot of you guys are dealing with a lot of rain issues and flooding and bleh. So I am sorry for you guys, and I hope all you guys are doing well, and I'm doing well as well. So that's a tongue twister. I'm doing well as well. Yeah, so I've been drinking red stuff. Can you tell? Okay. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on February 24th, 2016 in Chicago, Illinois under Dr. Jeffrey Fronza at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. My highest ever recorded weight was 320 pounds. My weight on the day of surgery was 296.6 pounds. My weight last week was 234.8 pounds. My weight this week is 228.8 pounds. That puts my BMI at 39.3, and I'll get into that in a second. My height is 5'4", just so you know. It gives me a week loss of 6 pounds even. And a total loss since my highest weight of 91.2 pounds. And since surgery of 67.8 pounds. 6 pounds, you guys. Ew. And that was just the past couple of days. Like that, my weight has just been the whole rest of the week. My weight's been meh. And that's because of Shark Week is this week. I am supposed to, according to my app that I use to track my period called Glow, I'm supposed to get my period tomorrow. And Glow is very accurate because ever since I got my birth control, I have an IUD called Mirena. And ever since I got that put in before surgery, I got it done a month before surgery, or no, I think I got done 3 months before surgery or something like that, the end of November, and I had surgery in the end of February. So ever since I got that put in, my periods are super long. They're they're 14 days long. They're 2 weeks long. They're huge. And then in between the periods, I spot. So it has been, that kind of sucks. But right before I get my period, my weight tends to either flatline, or usually before I got the surgery, it would go up 5 pounds and then drastically go down. And that's pretty much why I think the past couple of days, my weight has just plummeted, because I'm going to get my period probably tomorrow or the next day. So that's always fun. Yes, Shark Week is always great. And mentioning Shark Week, up until now, I have been hearing all these people say this, and I haven't experienced it myself up until now, of the cravings and the hunger that you get the week before your period. And I haven't experienced that yet until this week. I was so hungry last week. I was eating almost 1,000 calories a day. And I think that's why my weight was kind of holding steady. But then 2 days ago or 3 days ago, my restriction came back with a vengeance. It was bam, restriction, and way tighter than normal. Normally I can get 2.5 ounces in a sitting, and this time I can only get 1 ounce. So that was kind of crap. And of course, so because my restriction's been super tight the past couple of days, my protein's only been at 70 grams rather than 90 to 100, which where I'd like it to be, but at least it's not 60. I like to be at least 70. Anything below 70 makes me a little nervous, and I don't like it. So usually I'm at 80 to 90. Holy cow, I'm white. So it's been a tough couple of days. I mean, I'm getting water in and all that stuff. It's just kind of crazy how the period affects your restriction. And now I actually see what everyone was talking about when it comes to the period and the munchies, and how your restriction just gives up during that week, and then it tightens right back up the week following. So that's kind of cool. And I do know during pregnancy, restriction also gives up. When you're pregnant, it relaxes and stuff like that. So you can accommodate more, and that'll be really cool to see you during my pregnancy. And yes, I will be doing videos during my pregnancy. So another year, guys, another 1.5 years or so. Okay. Anyways, I don't really talk about this that often, but I am. First thing I'm going to mention, my weight. It puts my BMI at 39.3. That puts me in BMI class 2 rather than 3. My BMI to start all this was 55. So to be in BMI class 2 is really, really cool. And to be at a BMI of 39.3 is really awesome as well. So I'm really thrilled about that. My ultimate goal in the very end of everything, which is the thing I was going to talk about before, my very end goal is going to be 135 pounds for my height, that's a good BMI. I don't expect to stay at 135. I would actually like to stay at around 140 to 150, but I figure get down as low as I can. Then when it rebounds back up, it won't be such a big deal, because staying at 150 will be perfect. And 150 is actually considered overweight for my height, but I am okay with being overweight. I actually subscribe more to an idea that overweight BMI is healthier than a healthy BMI. I've read a few articles that are very convincing that and especially since we all know BMI is shit, okay? We follow it because it's part of the doctor thing. We are going through medical people to get this done. They follow BMI. BMI is what you use to get qualified for the surgery. So BMI is extremely important, I think, in this process. But overall, in the end of all this, like when you're done losing and you're back to kind of a healthy lifestyle where you want to be, BMI is no longer super important anymore. And I would rather be in an overweight BMI than a healthy BMI. So 150 is perfect for me. 175 is my scary number. That's the number where if I hit that, then I know I need to kick things into gear and get back down. But I would actually, 175 doesn't bother me either. I remember being 175 and I was actually pretty happy at 175. So, but I don't want to get above that. I don't want to go anywhere above that. I don't want to get back to where I was and get apathetic again about it. And that's mostly my problem, was that I was just a lot of apathy over my weight. So yeah, I don't want to get back into that whole cycle. So I don't talk about that a lot, because it's so, I don't want to get my hopes up. Like, I don't want to think that that's where I'm going to be and not be there. And even though I'm a pretty optimistic person, obviously I have doubts just like everybody else. And it's a constant worry that the surgery is going to stop working, that I'm going to stop losing, that I'm going to fail miserably at this, that this was all for nothing, that I'm going to need a revision or something. Like, it's like, I just think I'm going to fail. It's just fear of failure. And there's nothing wrong with people who need the revision or whatever, but it's just it's like a constant fear of mine that I'm going to fail. So to think like 135, I almost don't want to jinx myself, because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get down to 135. You're going to see me tight and skinny, but it's just not. That's not the case. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to count my hens before they're hatched, I guess, if that makes sense. So, like I said, we'll see. But that would be ultimately my main goal, and I'm going to strive to get there. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to be apathetic about it, but we will see. I don't want to push myself too hard and expect everything when that might not be possible for me. So we will see. Anyways, moving on to more pleasant things. My calories right now, like I said, 800 to 850 right now. I'm slowly creeping up to that 1,000 that my doctor said I would probably get to in the next 3 months. So getting there. NSVs, I'm in a new size. I can fit into an 18, and they're pretty loose, so I'm starting to fit into some 16s, depending on the 16s. So that's exciting. This shirt I'm wearing right now is a large, and I will show you. I bought this like way back in the day. As you can see, it's not like, it's tight still, because it's still tight, but it's comfy. I can wear it around the house. I'm doing laundry today and I need something to wear, and it actually kind of fit sort of well. And this is a large. So it is a little tight, but it does fit. And that is important. That's the important thing. So yes, very good. I mentioned this on Facebook, and everyone was very supportive and nice about it. I ran for 5 minutes straight the other day without dying. And I told you guys before in other videos, I don't like to run. I don't want to run until I'm under 200s. But I do like running intervals. Like I'll run, walk. And usually it's a minute at a time. Run for a minute, walk for a minute, run for a minute, walk for a minute. And that's how I do. And I use like an app like C to 5K. I use Zombie 5K, which is like C to 5K, but with zombies. And I use that, and then I'm able to get into the cardio, and then fat burn and cardio and fat burn, and get my heart rate up and down, which is really good for your heart. It's really good for your body. High interval training is really good. So I like to do that, but I don't tend to run 5 minutes straight. But I did the other day on the treadmill. It was rainy out or something, and I went on the treadmill, and I set it to 4 miles an hour. I was able to run for 5 minutes. The program, that's what they wanted me to do, and I was able to run it. But I got shin splints. Now they were very light, but they still kind of sucked. And it felt like I had achy shins. And then I noticed kind of the next day that I had like, my knee was hurting and my hips were kind of hurting, and I was walking kind of bow-legged. So I decided to take like a day off of doing anything, any walking or anything. Even walking at work, which is usually about 3 miles, was tough. So yeah, it took a break, but yeah, so I'm probably not going to be revisiting that 5-minute run, but I'm very glad that I know I can do it. So when I hit under 200 pounds, which is like 28 pounds away, I know what I'm capable of already at, 30 pounds heavier. Red. Anyways, I'm drinking red stuff. It's sugar-free, don't worry. And I only use like half a packet because I don't like sweet things. Okay, so yeah. Exercise, if you guys want me to revisit that, just to touch on it a little bit, if I can talk. I walk 11 miles a day, 8 to 11, that's my range. Except on my days off, then it's like 3 miles because of work, and then I don't do anything else. But yeah, 8 to 11 miles. I bike ride 8 miles in an hour when my butt's not killing me, or when I don't want my butt to kill me. That's what I do. And so far, everything's going well with exercise. I don't do any weight training yet, but I've already talked about that. I'm not going to get into it again because the weight training people are going to get mad at me, so I'm not going to discuss it. But yes, come fall, that's what I will be doing. As of right now, I'm focusing on cardio, and my doctor is completely fine with that. Just so you know, talk to my physician. He is perfectly fine with me focusing on cardio. So, let's see. I wanted to talk about a couple products I have. Lately, VSG, thank you so much for, if I can show this, the triple chlorophyll. Okay, so I was starting to get really stinky, and I guess when you start losing weight, like your hormones are released, and all this like chemical crap is going on, and you start getting stinky. So I was using like clinical strength deodorant 4 times, 5 times a day, and I was still reeking. Like BO. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta buy some of this shit. So I went to GNC, I bought this triple chlorophyll. You take 1 pill, I will show you what the pill looks like. It's green, of course, because chlorophyll is green. And like immediately, the next day, the smell started diminishing. Like I only need to use deodorant once or twice a day again. And that's freaking fantastic. So I take this once a day now to deal with the smell. Thank God. So thank you, Lily. That really did help with all that stinky stuff that was going on. Also, this is a new find that I heard somebody talking about, and let's not have it upside down. I heard somebody talking about is Carb Balance Mission tortilla shells. I eat it with like breakfast sausage and cheese in the morning. I eat half of a slice, and I will, because it's just anything that's like bready sits really heavy in my stomach, so I don't tend to eat a lot of it. So I eat one of this. This is 4 grams of carbs per shell. So I will net, because this is going to be amazing, you guys. So I will show you the stats. All right. Okay. I'm sorry if it's a little fuzzy, but this is my computer. So per 1 shell, it's 120 calories. You can see the fat is only 3 grams. The sodium's a little high. It's 300 milligrams. Then you got total carbs is 19 grams, but 15 of that is fiber. So 15 grams of fiber is ridiculous. And then 5 grams of protein is really good too. So protein, carbs, all that stuff, lots of fiber. I only eat half of these, but that's still a really good amount of fiber for it's like 7 grams of fiber or something like that. So it's really good. Loving it. It gives me a wrappy thing, and it's not super dry or anything. It tastes like a normal tortilla shell. It's actually really good. My husband was so happy when I found those. So yay for that. And then the last but not least, my protein powder that I'm eating right now, or drinking, I don't know, whatever. It's ingested. And I bought this at GNC. It's called ISO 100 Hydrolyzed Whey Protein Isolate. And it's cinnamon bun. They also have it in birthday cake, for those of you who like that birthday cake stuff. I just don't like super sweet stuff, so I tend to stay away from birthday cake things. But apart from the ice cream, I love Halo Top birthday cake ice cream. But drinks, I don't like super sweet drinks. So this is cinnamon bun's a little sweet, but it's okay. I'll give you the stats. Let's see if you can see it. Okay, so per 1 scoop, 110 calories, no fat, 1 gram of carb, and less than 1 is sugar, and then 25 grams of protein per 1 scoop. And of course, the sodium's 150 milligrams. So really good stuff, actually. And it is isolate, so it is good. And it's not that bad. I think it was 35 or 40 bucks. It wasn't so horrible. And this is this is 1.6 pound tub, so it's pretty big. And yeah, so I do still use Gene Pro. I just want to make sure you guys know. I do still use Gene Pro, but the problem with Gene Pro is it's not filling. It might give you 30 grams in a tablespoon, but it doesn't fill you up. And when I use protein shakes and stuff, I use it as a meal replacement. And I like it to be filling. So this stuff fills me up. It makes me feel full. So I like this stuff over Gene Pro. I use Gene Pro. It's good to get protein in, but it's not great for filling you up on a meal. And I just put this in water. I don't, or plain almond milk, no sugar almond milk, that kind of stuff. I don't tend to, I've used it once in Far Life, and I think it was okay, but it's just too many calories, and I don't know, I prefer to have it like 110 calories is all I need, you know, kind of thing. So, yes. And since my restriction's been so on point lately, I have really had to try to get my protein where I can. So I might need 2 cups of this a day right now because of my restrictions. So if I get 2 scoops, that's 220 calories just from protein shakes. So adding milk to it doesn't help with the calorie thing. So yes, that's what I'm doing. Anyways, that's all I really have to say this week. It has been pretty freaking awesome week. Let's see what my losses are next week. And I'm glad I'm out of the 230s. My next goal is 220 pounds because at 220, that's 100 pounds loss. So in like 9.4 pounds or something, whatever that is, it will be 100 pounds lost from my highest weight, which is fantastic. I'm sorry. Yes. So that's, I'm just excited. Everything's going way better than I ever thought it would. So I'm very happy, knock on wood, that my success continues. So anyways, you guys, I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend. I will probably be coming at you with a video in the weekend. We will see what it is. I am losing my hair pretty substantially right now. It is falling out. It's not falling out by the chunks, but it's just ending up everywhere. So I will probably be doing a faux hawk type shave where I'm shaving the sides and leaving the top alone, and we will see how that goes. I don't know if I'll do it this weekend or if I'll do it next week, but I'll probably be doing it pretty soon. And I have been asked to tape that, which I will tape it for you guys if you want to watch me get my head shaved. I'm not like one of those people that's super attached to their hair. I have really thin hair, and I've never really known what to do with this shit, so I'm not very attached to it. It's not something that I identify myself with. As you can tell, I always have my hair the same exact way when you see me, in a back or down. Like, I never have it fancy because I just don't care. So having short hair will actually just make things easier because then I won't have to use hair ties anymore. Okay, guys. I will talk to you soon. Enjoy your weekends. Love you. Bye.